A notable phenomenon can be observed regarding young girls, as it appears that nature intends to create a memorable impact. For a few brief years, she endows them with an abundance of beauty and is generous with her gifts of allure, often at the cost of the remainder of their lives. During this fleeting period, these girls have the potential to enthrall a man so completely that he will hastily take on the honorable responsibility of caring for them throughout their lives. This impulse might seem unjustifiable if purely rational thought guided men's desires. As women age, their beauty diminishes, illustrating nature's typical approach to resource management. Similar to how female ants lose their wings post-fertilization because those wings become unnecessary and may even pose a danger to reproduction, women generally see their beauty fade after bearing one or two children, likely for comparable reasons. Young men ought to consider that if the muse inspiring their verses had been born 18 years earlier, she would likely not have garnered their attention at all. Ultimately, men often possess greater physical beauty than women. Addressing women as the fairer sex is an indication of a man's intellect clouded by lust. Such a label seems misguided given women's typically smaller stature, narrower shoulders, wider hips, and shorter legs. The allure attributed to women is largely tied to this sensual impulse, making it more fitting to characterize them as the anesthetic sex. In truth, they lack genuine susceptibility to music, poetry, or the fine arts. Their apparent enthusiasm is a mere facade employed to aid in their quest for approval. They struggle to foster a purely objective interest in anything, and even the most esteemed intellects in this demographic have not produced any authentic, lasting achievements in the arts. In contrast to Western views, the reverence for women found in Christianity and German sentimentality contributes to a romantic movement that prioritizes emotion, instinct, and will over intellect. Civilizations in Asia have historically acknowledged the lesser status of women. While laws have granted women equal rights with men, they remain devoid of masculine intellect. Asia exhibits a candid honesty in its marriage practices. Polygamy is accepted as customary and lawful, unlike in the West, where it is often shrouded in deception. How many true monogamists exist, and how unreasonable is it to allocate property rights to women who tend toward extravagance, often living solely in the present? Their primary outdoor activity tends to revolve around shopping, and they generally expect men to earn money while they spend it, illustrating their view on the division of labor. Consequently, Schopenhauer believed that women should not have complete control over their affairs, but should instead remain under the oversight of men, be it fathers, husbands, sons, or the state, as is practiced in parts of India. They should not be granted total authority over property not earned by themselves. Historically, it was likely the lavishness and extravagance of the women at Louis XIII's court that contributed to the governmental corruption leading to the French Revolution. The less interaction we have with women, the better. They are not even a necessary evil. Life is generally more stable and enjoyable without them. It is essential for men to recognize the deception inherent in women's beauty, leading to the ridiculous cycles surrounding reproduction. The evolution of intelligence may diminish or even thwart the urge to procreate, potentially resulting in the eventual extinction of humanity. This conclusion would provide a fitting resolution to the madness surrounding this relentless desire. Why must the curtain, which has just dropped following defeat and demise, always rise again for new life and new struggles? How long will we allow ourselves to be entrapped in this trivial cycle of existence, a continual source of suffering that culminates only in more suffering? When will we find the boldness to confront this insistent will, to assert that the charm of life is an illusion and that the ultimate blessing lies in death?